So a couple of nights ago when I did my last stream, I did a 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air. As you can probably see on lifter number 1, there is a Chevrolet Bel Air 1957 model. Now, there is a reason for that. Because if you remember, I did a 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air police car with a twist. Now, the reason why I say with a twist is because the stuff that was on the car that was on the back, for example, wasn't supposed to be there. The wheels weren't supposed to be on the car. If I was being authentic and going down to the wire in the way of detail. So, in other words, what I'm saying is, if I was to take it back to original, to be a police car, and not do it up as a theme car, do it right back to original, like the right light, the wheels, the works, the everything. All the stuff you saw on the car wouldn't have gone on there. That, however, was a theme car. That's the reason why it looked the way it did. That's the reason why I had a supercharged V8. That's the reason I had the rims the way it did. That's the reason why I had the lights the way it did. That's the reason for the wing on the back. And also the different headlights. So, the point here is this. As you guys all will know, fully well know, I do theme cars. Now, I also do normal cars, like in my spare time, like for example, that Pontiac Trans Am just there. That's been there for about 4 hours. No, sorry, I'd say since about midday my time. So what time is it now? It's now 1:38 a.m. That's been there since midday. So just over 13 hours that car's been sitting there. It's been stripped apart over the last couple of hours and had its body redone. It's had the bottom dropped out of it. It's had the engine taken out. It's basically got everything done. The inside's taken out. As you can probably see, the car is now just basically a shell. So with today, I'm going to do another vehicle from New York. It's not New York's finest, so it's not another police car. It is a New York taxi. Now, the New York taxi that I'm doing is a New York taxi with a twist, as you can probably tell from the title. The car over here is the car that's going to be the New York taxi with a twist. Because in the 1950s, the New York taxi service and also the New York Police Department, the New York Fire Department, all used Chevrolet. And the Chevrolet they used in the 1950s was from the 1950 through to the 1957. And they had basically all the deep, like, you know, the yellow taxi was like that shape and it had the taxi sign across the top and what have you. And it had the V8 engine in it, which it had. And it had the 4-speed manual transmission. It had everything you could think of that they had back then, they had. However, this time, with me, it's going to be the yellow that the car was. It's going to have different wheels. It's going to have a V8 engine in it like it had, but this V8 engine it had in it's going to be like the one in the police car. It's going to be a supercharged V8. Just like the one I stuck in Queen 33 when I first did Queen 33 for my girl. Just like the other ones, Becky 33, and all that. All the 57s that I've done have all had supercharged engines. So this one is going to be done different. The only difference with this one is it's going to have the wing on the back like the police car. The supercharger is going to be more than likely black. The reason being is because with this game, you cannot get the black on the side of the car. Like, you can't get the black pinstriping on around the car. That's the biggest problem. So, if you could get that, that'd be fine. That'd be peachy, because number one, you'll be able to do what I want to be able to do. You can't have the taxi sign on the side. You can't have the police symbol on the side if I was to do the 57 police car. You can't have you can't have firefighter written, a fire chief written on the side if I was to do the 57 fire chief car. None of that, which I think stinks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the following. I'm going to do everything what you see, plus a little bit more in the way of colour. Because I can't have the black pinstriping, the supercharger butterfly box blower is going to be black, which will represent the black pinstriping on the car from the time it was around in service. So let's get down to it. Also, the interior is going to be redone as well. The interior is going to be black also. Now, I came up with a little trick in mind for this car because it's going to be a reasonably decent looking car. See, here's the police car I was talking about. As you can see, it's got mods on it. When I say mods, I mean they are in the game, so you can buy them and put them on any vehicle you want. Blown motor, as you can see. The police lights up on top are probably late 90s, early 2000s. It's got the racing wing on the back. It's got different rims to what it normally would have. Different lights on the front and rear. And the blown motor, and as you can see, red and blue on either side. This one, however, is going to have the hood will be when I've done the car, when I've done the chassis and the shell, especially the shell, you'll see what the shell looks like. Let's take the shell out now. Let's take the car out now, get the car sprayed up, and then get it washed first, and then we'll get it sprayed up, and then do what have you to the car, and then you'll see what I mean as I go along. Trust me.
Hello.
Hello. How are you, Will? Let me guess, mate. You're having trouble sleeping?
Good. I'm just struggling to sleep.
I had a funny feeling that was it. Hang on, wait a minute. Whoa. Aha, right. Well, I've got a question for you, Will. What do you think of the car so far? Now, guys, you will see me. I won't touch the stick sometimes, and you will see the picture shoot straight up towards the ceiling. The reason being is because my control, is suffering a thing which is known as stick drift. In other words, it's got a mind of its own. So, now, that's what I've got to do too. Damn it.
Months in now.
Oh, okay. Good luck with tomorrow, mate. Whatever. You bum. Or is that the lot that I need?
Yeah, thank you. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sleep.
Yeah, do you know what that is, mate? It's what's known as nerves, mate. You're nervous. You're worried that you may not be able to find anything in the way of a job for yourself. That's well what it is. Okay, now guys, now that the body is on and swapped over and all that sort of jazz, now I'm going to send it straight into the paint. Now there's the New York yellow for the taxi. Ah, damn it. Well, that's a rat's bum. It's got to be painted. Now, guys, can you see the twist coming in this New York taxi? If you can, please tell me. I thought I did that. Oh, that's right, I did it on the other one. Duh. Okay.
Those rims look nice, but maybe chrome.
They're not the rims for the car, mate. You want to see what the rims look like for the car? Here we go. That's the rims for the car. Because, as I said in the title, it's a New York taxi with a twist.
Those look good.
And yes, Will, my control is suffering stick drift. You are right, I need a new one. Oh, oh. Now, guys, what's going to happen tonight is this car is going to be stripped and done like you can see now. The thing is that I won't be able to continue with it. I might build the engine. I'm unsure at the moment. The reason why I'm saying all this is because of my control. It's suffering a thing which is known as stick drift, which means I can be sitting here like I am talking to you guys now, and the control will think, oh, he's going to be looking up, so let's put the camera up. So, if you get my drift. So that's basically the problem with my control at the moment. I'll see what I can do in the way of getting the engine built. If I can get the underneath in without stick drift constantly happening, then I might build the engine. I might. I'm not sure. I don't even know if I'll be able to do it because I can feel it's suffering stick drift already. It's already twitching while I'm holding it. So if you watch the screen, you will actually see it happen. Now to do what I'm going to do, which is, let's see. Oh boy. I'll say 95. Right. Okie dokie. Now, let's go and fix certain things that need to be done, and then we'll get on with it. Now, I don't know whether I should do the underneath black because I've already got the supercharger black or the letterbox blower black. So, as you guys fully well know, especially the people who live in the United States, who live in New York, they will obviously know the colour of the taxis back if they were in the 50s. If they were born in the early 30s and they knew what the taxis looked like back then in the 1950s, they would know the colour of the taxi, and they would also know the fact that there was a bit of black, there was that black stripe around the car which actually was checkered, which was basically a checker for the taxi company. I think the taxi company was called Yellow Cab, I think. Or Yellow, I think it was called Yellow Cab, but that's beside the point. The thing is, if you could get decals for these things, yes, I will put decals on it to make it look like a proper taxi. So, the second best thing I can do, other than have the taxi sign on the top to represent that it's a taxi, the colour of it to show that it's a New York taxi, with the red on it to show sort of a breakout of the colour, black on the front there in the little beads on the bumper, the supercharger box, which is going to be black. I can't really do much more. So, guys, with me living in Australia and this being an American car that I'm doing, and doing a Chevrolet, 57 Chevrolet, and it's a taxi, which was in service, 57 Chevs were in use in the taxi service, in the police force and fire department. I do my best in the way of research before anybody goes off at me and gives me any stupid remarks or anything like that. What I'm trying to say, guys, is I live in Australia. I'm a General Motors man. I have been all my life. And I will die a General Motors man. Now, the reason why I say that, people, is because, number one, this is for the Americans. Number one, here in Australia, we had when I say had, I mean had. We had a manufacturer here in Australia from about 1945, I think it was, or 47, right up till about 2018, something like that, which was known as Holden. They were bought out by General Motors in the 1950s. That's the reason why if you have a look at the cars in the 1950s if you Google Holden and you Google 1950 Holden all the way through the 50s, and then you have a look at a 57 Chev when you get to the 1950 Holden and go through the 1956, 57 and the 55, you will see that the body shape are almost identical. So that is the reason why the cars were the way they were. The cars were built pretty much the same because General Motors owns Chevrolet. They had Pontiac. They had Holden. So they had pretty much license to do whatever they wanted in the way of the cars for any one of the manufacturers. But when Holden closed down a couple of years ago, a lot of people who were Holden people were really annoyed, and I was one of them. And anyone who was a Holden person, well, basically they were ready to kick people. But with me being a General Motors man, as I said, not just Holden, that also means Chevrolet as well. 57 Chevs. Now, I mean, the 57 Chev isn't my favourite car that Chevrolet had built. My favourite car that Chevrolet had built is the 69 Camaro. A friend of mine, however, who, believe it or not, was born in 1957, loves the 57 Belair. He absolutely adores the 57 because the 57 was the year he was born and he loves the car. So that's that. And now, getting back to what we were talking about, with the 1950s, the taxis and police cars and that were pretty much in use, I think 55, 56, 57 and I think 58. I think they stopped using them in 59, 60, I can't really remember. But my point's this, the car that had been used by the police force and also the taxi companies, and I think Chevrolet was still getting used by New York Taxi when the 60s rolled up. I think. I'd have to double check that. I don't want to shoot myself in the foot and say yes and then realise that I'm wrong. And anyone who knows me personally will laugh at that and just sort of say, well, don't be like that, Rob. There is, however, as I said to you guys not long back, there is going to be a special episode done, like I've had done in the past, but this special episode that's coming up is basically, it's going to be several videos done at the same time. One of the people who's going to do the video is my go-to guy who is for my parts for the cars on this game. Another one obviously will be me. I'll be doing one of the videos. So that's basically the way it's going to be there. With that being said, the video could be getting done daytime my time, or it could be getting done nighttime my time. I'm unsure at the moment. The reason being is because we've got so much going on. You will see what the video is about when the video is getting done. The video is to do some marketing for a certain game. Well, not exactly. You could say the game, but also more towards a club in the way of an MC on GTA 5. And the club is known as DDMC, which is the abbreviation for it. But they are getting ready to recruit. They are looking ready for members. So I will be putting the advertised time for the video on Instagram. I'll be doing that probably in about 2 hours or so, if I can, because I've been having problems with my Instagram. I hope I don't when I get ready to do this, because I really want to get this video out for the club. So if you do see the video announced on Instagram, please comment and tell me whether or not you will be able to watch it. If you do not have Instagram, but you do have YouTube, please like and subscribe to my channel and comment on what you've seen done and what you want to see done. If, as I've said in the past, if you have any people who you want to have a theme car done for, please let me know, and let me know what their favourite colours are, and tell me what you would like to have done in the way of vehicle. Let me know what you want done in the way of like, as I said, what are their favourite colours, how you want the car done. Do you want it to represent, say, for example, now this will probably make one of the people who's probably watching me laugh, this I know, just in case you want to have it done as a Domino's pizza car, or you want to have it done as a car like for, I don't know, say a marketing thing for something like I did once before. So, you know, something like that. That's basically all I'm asking. All I'm asking is for people to do me a favour and tell me what they want done in the way of cars, and then if I can get a chance to do it, I'll do it for you. Believe you me, I will do whatever you want done in the way of cars from this game. I will do it. If you want me to do some work on Farm Simulator 25, I'll do it. You just mention to me what you want done, and it's going to get done. That's one big ass wheel. That's another big ass wheel. Now also what I've got to do, guys, is put the fuel tank in as well before I lower the car. That's one thing you must have in the car to make it go boom boom. Do I have a petrol tank? Let's see. No, I don't. Bummer. No gas tank. What a bum. Ow. Ha 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 ha. You thought you could hide, but I found you. Now there's a reason for that second fuel tank, and that silver one is the reason for the second fuel tank. Now the next video I do on here will be the second part of this car, because my stick drift is still it's still pretty bad, so I will rebuild this car, and then that's probably as far as I'm going to be able to go, because I will drop it down, trust me, but that's as far as I'm going to be able to go with it, because the stick drift is getting pretty bad. It's, how do I put it? The go-to guy for me for my parts would basically, if he was here with me in this chat or in the video with me, he'd be able to explain it better. Okay, let's see. All we need now is radio. The thing is, every time I do a YouTube video, it's always this one I use, and of late the stick drift has been getting worse and worse and worse, and it is now at the point where it's starting to drive me batty. So I'm actually getting ready to, how do I put it? Toss it out a window. Right. That's what I gotta do. Gotta put the springs together. Me stupid. Oh, hang on. What's another thing I can do for it? I could blacken out those brakes. Yeah, I will actually. You guys might like this. I hope you do, because this is going to be part of the car. Ow. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's another one. Oh boy. And there we have it. That's just the part of the car. That's, when I say part of the car, I mean that's the main section of the car done. Now what I've got to do is I've got to build the engine, which may get done tomorrow. I don't know whether it's going to be able to be done tonight, because as I said to you guys earlier and just recent, my control has got, one of my controls, my first control that I got with the PS5 that I've got, has got a problem with it, which is known as stick drift. And the guy who's my go-to guy for my parts for the cars, when he gets the chance to do it, he could explain stick drift better than what I can. Basically, I will give it my best shot. Stick drift basically is where a section in the joystick is sort of saying no further, no further, no further, and then it will basically make the thing go up the screen without with you not touching a button. And you can actually look at the control, and the control, you could be holding the control in your hand and not touching any of the levers or any of these controls on the keypad, the joystick, or whatever you want to call it. You could be sitting here and having it in your hand, and you'll see the thing go up. Now, that, frankly, as far as I can see, is a bit pathetic. So, and it is roughly 2 years old, so that's probably why it's going, screw you. So I might have to buy a new control. My other one that I use, my one that's in, believe it or not, army colours, is sitting below the TV charging. That one I would use if I had the chance to use it to see if I could get this car finished. However, because of the attitude with this one that I've got, which is the original one, I'm not going to be able to finish the car tonight. The reason being is this stick drift will just it'll basically, one, it'll do my head in, and two, it will ruin the video. So I'm going to either have to make sure I use the one that's got the army colours, or B, get a new control, and that's probably going to have to be that one. Now, I don't live too far away from a computer store to get new control, so I could have a new control by tomorrow, God knows. But there are a few things that I do have to do. One of which is go down the road anyhow as it is to pay a bill. So when I go down the road to pay the bill, I might pop in and go and get the new control then. Anyhow, guys, that's that. As you can probably see, that's the car so far. Now, baby, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be able to build the engine tonight. The reason being is, as I said, stick drift in the control. If you saw it, you'd understand what I mean by stick drift. If it happens while I'm talking to you, babe, you'll see what I'm talking about. You probably even saw it happen when I was trying to do the car in the way of trying to put parts on it. Did you see it sort of jump, and then stop, and then jump it again? That's what the stick drift is. That's why I've got to get a new control, because that control there, the one sitting beside me, which has got the headset in it, which is what I'm using, that's the one with stick drift. So that's that. Anyhow, guys, because of the problem with my control, I will leave it here. Tomorrow, hopefully, my one with the army colours will be right for work. So this one here will be charging, hopefully. So if not, I'll see if I can get another control. I did have a third one somewhere, I don't know where. Oh well, I'll buy another one. But yeah, the problem hopefully will be resolved by tomorrow. So anyhow, guys, as I say, enjoy gaming while you can. Okay? Everything will come for you no matter what. People who are looking forward to GTA 6, by all means, get the game. It looks like a good game. But to me, it's going to be Captain Cliche. The reason why I say it's going to be Captain Cliche is because, number one, it's in Vice City. Number two, Vice City was done GTA Vice City. Now it's GTA 6 Vice City. Okay? So all the buildings are going to be the same. All the cars are new, but the thing is, there's only one difference other than the cars being newer, and that's this. You can use two characters. Wow. Captain Cliche. If I buy it, I'm only buying it for the online. I'm not buying it for the story. I don't want to use the story. I don't want to play the story. Trust me on that. I'd rather be running around doing things in online, getting money up and doing whatever else. Not playing story mode. Let someone else do. I might do one mission in story mode and that is it. And if I do one mission in story mode, I might do the start mission, and I will do the start mission, and if I do the start mission, I will do a video on it, and I will give you my thoughts on the game. But so far as I know, it's going to be Captain Cliche. So there. If anybody wants to know about Vice City, do yourself a favour. Go to Google and Google GTA or Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Not GTA 6 Vice City. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. The game. You'll see what I mean after you've watched that video and then you Google GTA 6 Vice City. You'll see what I mean by it's Captain Cliche. All the buildings are almost the same. All the people are different because it's better graphics. Wow. but still, it's Captain Cliche because it's all the same. So, and I'm pretty sure, I'll ask my fiance actually, because she'll probably tell me, yeah, get it. If she says yes, get it, I will. But, babe, if I do get it, it's only going to be for the online. But GTA 5 is a good game. GTA 5 is an old game, but still, it's a good game. But as I said, I don't know whether it's going to be done tomorrow during the day here in Australia or tomorrow night here in Australia or early morning the following morning. There will be a video done on DDMC. DDMC is a motorcycle club inside GTA which I am a member of. Now, to all of those who are watching my stream now, I am a semi-retired motorcycle club president. Before I ended up joining DDMC, I had my own club, the Rebels. I was president of the Rebels for 4 years. Now, the Rebels, believe it or not, is an actual motorcycle club. And for 20 years, I was going through clubs on GTA because GTA went online. The original GTA that went online was GTA 3, and that was over 24 years ago. I got on there 20 years ago, or 24 years ago, because I retired, 18 months ago. And I spent 20 years being in clubs. And the reason why I say clubs is because people who were in there who were doing these clubs and who had these clubs didn't know exactly what they were doing. But it's all a learning curve to begin with, no matter what. Hell, when I was in there the first time, I was hanging around guys who actually had bikes. I was actually hanging around guys who were bikers. And I learnt from them what to do, basically. And as time went on, as I was going through the game, playing the games, like GTA 3, 4, 5, I would go into the online section, hang out with guys who are in the clubs on GTA, and I'd become a member of a club. I'd go through Prospect, I'd go into the main chat, like the main part where I'd be a full patch member. Prospect is what you have to start as when you get into the club. So 16 years into me being club members, or a club member of a club in GTA, because clubs were coming and going all the time, and they still do. I turned around and said, stuff it, I want to make sure I get my own club, so I did 5 years ago. And that was about 16 years into me being in clubs. 20 years into me being in clubs, I retired. Now, I've come out of retirement to a point where I'm now semi-retired. I am now helping out a club, which is known as DDMC. I am a member, but as I said, semi-retired. I will be using my YouTube channel as a marketing for the club to get it out there. Now, DDMC will have a PS4 section and also a PS5 section. The PS4 section will be taking members, and so will the PS5 section. The PS5 section will be taking members very, very soon, reasonably quick. So hopefully we get a lot of members here for DDMC, for the PS4 version. And then as those people enter DDMC, if they only have a PS4, by the time the PS4 servers are shut, we'll hopefully have all our members on GTA 5 on PS5. We're also hoping to get DDMC to go over to GTA 6. If DDMC can get over to GTA 6, we're going to take all our members with us. However, as I've said, my time in clubs now is numbered, because I am now 50 years old, As I said, I was in clubs for 20 years, or over 20 years, or 24 years actually now, because I'm back in them. So basically that is it. I will be doing a video for the club. Please watch the video. I would really appreciate it for people to watch the video, especially people who are wishing to get into clubs for the fun of it. We are looking for members who want to join for the fun of it and to ride their bikes and be with us and talk to us and do all sorts of things with us. We do all sorts of rides. You'll find out if you watch the video when the video is done. You will find out what sort of things we do. One of the many things that we do is a birthday ride. Every person that's in the club will end up having a birthday ride done for them, whether they're a table member or a normal soldier, or as they normally are known as, a normal patched member. Even prospects, they'll get it done as well. I'm the wise man to the club, so the reason why I'm the wise man to the club is A, my age, B, my experience. As I said to you, 20 years worth of experience in clubs, and that's basically it. And the fact that I give them good ideas for their club so they can have their club run, because I know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. And as I said, I am very close to retiring completely again and not coming back. So not only are we looking for members, but in about 3 months' time, I'm hoping to talk to the leader of DDMC in a table chat, just me and him, to talk about my future with the club. So you will find out about what goes on with the club in Instagram. If you keep an eye on Instagram, we will mention to you everything in the video. Alrighty guys, that is that. Okay, now as I always say, have fun gaming. Don't cheat, because it's not fun. It's not fun cheating. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the share button on all my videos, share them to your friends, comment on them if you can, please. Most importantly of all, smash the notification button so you know when I'm doing a video for you guys to watch, so you can see me work on the New York taxi with a twist. And just remember this, people. Life is short. Enjoy it while you got it. You never know what's around the corner. Tomorrow is never promised. But there is one thing you guys already do know who do watch my videos, and it's this. Guys, treat your girls with respect. Treat them like they're queens. They are. No matter where they are in the world. They are a queen. They deserve the respect that they get. That they deserve respect. My fiance, she is so beautiful. She's the most gorgeous girl in the world. And I'm not just saying that, man. I'm not just saying that, guys. I mean it. She is absolutely gorgeous. She's exactly what I want. And I love her to bits. She's my queen. I've told her that so many times. She's my little princess. She's my goddess. She's got everything I want. Everything. I want to wrap my arms around her as fast as I possibly can. I love her that much. She is my universe. I swear to you on that. I'd do anything. If she was here with me right now, I'd wrap my arms around her and not let her go. I love her that much. Guys, do the same for your girls. Treat them with respect. Treat them like they're a queen. Treat them like they're a goddess. Treat them like they're a princess. Buy them flowers. Do everything for them, whatever you can do. Because they do a lot for this world, man. They really do, guys. Honest to God. Girls, same thing. Treat your guys like they're a king, a prince, a god. Tell them you love them. Tell them whatever you feel that you want to tell them that you love them. Tell them that. If you want to tell them that they're brilliant, tell them that. Do whatever it is. Take them to dinner. Show them. Now this goes to both lots. Show your partner that you love them. Trust me. Alrighty guys, I'm going to call it. You guys have fun. Enjoy gaming. I'll see you in the next one. Smoke out.